Lisa here. I get the opportunity every day to work with busy business owners to help them reduce their work hours by at least 10 hours every week, just by increasing their time management and productivity strategies. And one of the areas we work on all the time is procrastination. Look, procrastination is a real thing. We all procrastinate sometime. There are times where we just say, oh, I just don't want to do this, and we keep putting it off. And obviously, that's not effective or efficient, and it causes so many challenges down the road. You're rushing, your work's not great, you're up all night, so then your sleep's not great, so you're tired, which is health things. Like there's a lot that goes into when you procrastinate. So instead, we want to limit our amount of time procrastinating and move into work quicker. And I would love to say that there's this one size solution that stops all procrastinating, but that's not true. Just like in all areas of time management, there is not a one size solution. There's not a magic app. However, there is a process that you can follow to figure out how to reduce your time procrastinating. And so we're going to use the AWE, the all process, to figure this out. The first step, A, is awareness. What are you procrastinating on? I know it seems silly and simple to say that, but let's really dig in deep and go granular here. What are the things that you tend to push off and not want to do? And then take a look and see, is there a theme that runs through those things? And once you can figure that out, you can move into the W phase, which is the work phase. Typically, when we dig into and identify what is it that we are procrastinating on, we'll find that it'll fall into one of two camps. We're either procrastinating because there's a lack of clarity or there's a lack of brain space. And once you identify which one of those two it is, you then can create the work strategy, the structure that'll help you move past the challenge. So for example, if you are experiencing a lack of clarity, it could mean that you don't have the next smallest action step created to be able to move forward. In which case then your strategy is just to sit down and break whatever the bigger picture thing is into smaller pieces. That's just one example of how lack of clarity can show up. Lack of brain space could show up because you're working from the second you get up in the morning until the second you go to bed, and your brain is full. It's just absolutely full, and there is no way that you can step back and think strategically. And if you find that that's the case, so what you're doing is you're procrastinating things that you have to really dig in deep and create or design or develop, because it takes a lot of brain space and time and effort, then your get out of procrastination free card is to take a step back and give yourself some space, meditate, take a nap, do what you need to do self-care wise, take a walk in order to clear some space in your head. So that's your work phase. And again, there's lots of ways that lack of brain space can show up, which means that there are a number of different strategies that you can use to fix it. And then finally, E is evaluation. Let's check and make sure it's working. Do a time study every quarter and notice how many times are you procrastinating? What things are you procrastinating on? Are the strategies you put into place working? If they're working, great. Could you use them in other areas? If they're not working, how can you tweak them? So there's your really quick, down and dirty, here's how you beat procrastination video. And this is the type of work that I get to do with my clients all the time. So if you're wondering, is one-on-one coaching potentially your next best step to increase your productivity so you can decrease the amount of time you spend working without actually decreasing your income, then let's have a conversation. And you can go ahead and click on the link below to jump on my calendar. We can walk through a couple things.